Well, so what is Budmo? Well, I'm sure by now all of you are aware that Budmo are the online expert when it comes to spare parts. And the best point is that they have the spare parts for all vehicles available in India. So even if your car is out of production now, maybe you have a large generation model, even then they have the spare part available. They have the entire catalog. And the best point is that they have the same spare part from a host of different component makers, which gives you great flexibility in the pricing overall. So check them out today. Check out the app. It's available both for iOS as well as Android devices. And also check out the website for the latest schemes as well as offers. So hi guys, and welcome to this channel. If you come here for the first time, it's my request to like, share and subscribe, because we have a lot of automotive content coming up for you, and good content, generally good content, not fancy shouting stuff. Anyways, let's talk about the Maruti Suzuki Baleno. Let's talk about some pros and some cons. Now, this car has been part of my fleet for the last 3 months. Yes, this car has been in my long-term fleet for the last 3 months, and I have to say that I have truly enjoyed it. I have driven along with a lot of other cars as well, some compact SUVs, some hard-size SUVs, some sedans, but it's always the Baleno that I always take as a reference point in terms of comfort as well as refinement. This car really is the benchmark when it comes to refinement 1.2s. Yes, the 1.2 liter on this car is truly very good, and that's a big negative. This system just interrupts suddenly when you're talking, and even though you don't press any button here, it just seems to pick up from what you're saying. So that's something which sometimes you have to live with, and you just can't ignore. Anyways, let's get back to our video. Let's talk about the Baleno and its key strengths. Now, one of the big strengths of this car is the headlamps. Yes, a lot of people ask me, how is the headlamps, how is the horn? And I have to say that both horn, let me just make you hear it, is pretty loud, and it's got a nice sound. And the headlamps also, especially in the fog, as you can see in the background, a lot of fog today, and the headlamps also, along with the fog lamps, do a very good job of keeping you safe on the road. And of course the horn, as you just heard over there, is nice, loud and clear. So that's all something which is very sweet on this car, because a lot of you asked me these questions. I thought I should start mentioning them. What you'll also appreciate about this car is the ride comfort. The ride is very good for a small car, and it doesn't feel like a small car because the wheelbase is quite nice and big. And the other positive apart from the ride comfort is the space in the back. Because of that extra long wheelbase, you get plenty of place and a lot of place to stretch your feet. So if you're someone who always travels with his family, you enjoy going on those long distance journeys, those family vacations and stuff like that, and there are always people in the car, then you'll enjoy this car. And performance also doesn't really seem to drop off badly. A lot of other cars, the performance just tails off if you have a lot of people in the car, but not in the Baleno. The performance drop is pretty negligible. In fact, it's hardly any kind of performance drop that happens when you're driving this car. So that's all something which a lot of customers will truly appreciate. What else is there? Well, I'll just get to the other bits in a while. But after so many positives, let me just tell you briefly a negative as well. And that negative is that this car, the handling is decent, but it could have been better. If you've driven the Swift, you'll really miss the Swift when you're driving this car, because the Swift's performance in terms of the handling and dynamics is truly brilliant. So that's something that you might miss when you're driving the Maruti Suzuki Baleno. But what you'll appreciate is the fuel economy, because the fuel economy on this car is again very nice. I've been getting consistently 15 and a half, 60 in the city. And of course, this car also has that start-stop system, automatic start-stop. So if you stop at a signal maybe for about 15 or 20 seconds, then it shuts off. But again, there's a bit of a negative. Sometimes it doesn't take 15 seconds, it just shuts off in 3 or 4 seconds. So in case you're stuck in traffic, you want to get a quick move, there's a signal which is not working, lots of cars and bikes coming from all sides, then if you want to move, suddenly the system shuts off, and then again it takes a couple of seconds to switch on, so somebody else cuts you, and then you're getting stuck where you were. So that's something, maybe it's not a big positive, and maybe sometimes it's a negative because you have to switch it off manually from this side then. But I guess that's part of the package and part of the game, so there's not much you can do about it. It does help fuel economy by quite a long bit. Other than that, as I said, the ride comfort is quite good.
Space is quite good. The features on this car, that's a big positive. Yes, the features list is truly exemplary. Heads-up display, something that cars twice or thrice its price offer. Big 9-inch touchscreen, good stereo. It's a good stereo, it's not a bad stereo at all. Automatic climate control, which is available even on the base version. If you buy the base version of the Baleno, then automatic climate control is available there as well, and lots of information in the gauges, like how much power and torque you're using, and of course life fuel economy, the range and stuff like that. So in general, it's a very well loaded car. Cruise control and all. Only sunroof is missing on this car, but that's something that you have to live with, because no other car apart from the i20 really offers a massive sunroof. So that's something that you have to live with. Other than that, I think it's a very good car. Yes, the big negative, or small negative I'd say, is that maybe Maruti should have still kept the CVT gearbox, because the CVT gearbox performance is pretty nice. It's an effortless gearbox to use. This one, well, it does suffer from a little bit of chatkas. It does have a little bit of, that lurchiness to it. So you do move around a bit when you're shifting gears, or when the gears actually shift automatically. And CVT technology also in the hierarchy of automatic gearboxes is pretty higher than an AMT. So that's something. But some customers might feel is missing on this car, because as I said, if you've used a CVT, if you enjoy using CVT, especially with this engine, this 1.2 is a very good engine. It's the best, as I said, small capacity engine in market if you're a petrol fan, and that's something that you'll appreciate. Anyways, no car really is perfect, and the Baleno also is a mixture of perfection and some shortcomings. The seat comfort though is very good. Before I forget, the seat comfort is very good, and both in the front and the back seat, of course, space is very good. The seat comfort is generally good support for your lower back, good support for your under thighs and stuff like that. Small mirrors, that's a big negative. They should have had bigger mirrors on this car, especially because it's selling through the Nexa premium range. So CVT and bigger mirrors is something that maybe Maruti should have offered, or given as an option at least on this car. CVT definitely should have been there as an option, even though it might have cost you about 50 or 60,000 more. I'm sure a lot of customers would have gone for it. But I guess Maruti Suzuki is rationalizing their product lineup and making things simpler for themselves and the customer as well. And as I said before, no car is perfect, and of course neither is the Maruti Suzuki Baleno. Well, so this was my brief video of the Baleno. If you enjoyed watching it, give me a like. If you didn't enjoy watching it, give me a dislike. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you leave this channel and go to some other video. We'll catch you guys soon in the next one.